Hey guys, it's Tasha. Today I am doing a video on relationships. I am doing 3 separate videos. One will be on relationships and the different types. The next one will be dating tips and advice, and my third will be on heartbreaks and being single. Okay, so relationships. What kind of we have we have 5 different kinds of relationships, at least in my eyes. We have the I'm dating you for a week and I'm breaking up with you, the long distance relationship, online relationships, the people that last for forever, and then marriages. And I guess I'll also talk about divorces because it's bad, but still has to do with relationships, I guess. Okay, so I'm dating you for a week and then I'm breaking up with you falls in the category of being 11 to 14, give or take. Mainly because they don't take it seriously and they get in the pettiest fights and then they break up for the stupidest reasons. Like, okay, you date someone and then you get in a fight over the stupidest thing. Mainly jealousy reasons, I've noticed that. And you break up with them. And then one thing that makes me mad is when you're with someone for like 2 days and you're like, I love you. And then the next week you're loving someone else because you're dating someone else. My little cousin does that. It makes me so mad. I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, really? Okay, long distance relationships. People that have something against them, please don't comment. But I have done them. I dated someone on and off for a year and a half. I'm not saying his name, I'm not saying where he lives, but yeah. The first time we dated was for about 2 months, and the distance got to us, and we broke up. One thing you have to get used to when you're in a long distance relationship is, yeah, you can text, you can message each other, you can Skype, but physically you can't be there, especially if you live out of state or out of the country. So yeah, the distance really got to us. We're not together anymore. I still really wish we were at times, but yes, and I will always love him. My father, my stepmother, gotta give them mad props because they dated online, like long distance, for about a year, and she lives in Australia, he lives in Pennsylvania. He went to see her the day before Christmas, the day after Christmas, oh my gosh, the day after Christmas in 2009, and then he was there for about 3 months and they got married, and then they came back the following year. So they came back 2 years before Christmas in 2010, which I think is awesome. I love her. She is a great person, has an awesome accent, but she's definitely becoming homesick right now because she's been here for 3 years, almost, yeah, about 3 years, and she doesn't have any family here, and her environment and her home, like, they're completely different. So yeah, people who are together for forever, I think that is awesome. Like, they date for 2 to 3 years, and then if they finally break up because of something, it's crazy because no one expects it, or people are dating and you're like, wow, I thought they would last forever, and they really don't. I think that's crazy too. Second chances in a relationship, like, you are constantly fighting and then like you're together and then you break up and then you get back together. Second chances, I think that it depends on why the second chance is given, what the original reason you guys broke up in the first place, and what's going to change in your relationship to make it better so you don't break up. And if you guys do break up, it won't be for a while. But I think that if you guys break up then again, then it should be over and it wasn't meant to be. Because it's going to keep happening. Most likely it's going to keep happening. You guys are going to keep breaking up and then getting back together. It's not worth it. At least not in my eyes. Even though I've done it. Because, like I said, the person that I've dated on and off, we dated for like on and off 5 or 6 times. Which was pretty crazy. But, yeah. Marriages, I think, are awesome, especially if you've been married for a long time. my stepmother, or my stepfather and my mother have been married for 11 years now. It'll be 12 years in May, which I think is cool. I love my stepfather to death. He is one of my biggest heroes in my life. So I definitely don't want to risk losing him, and I think that my mother and my stepfather are meant to be together. Don't get me wrong, they have their moments, they have their fights, like any relationship does, but it's getting through them and still being together and loving each other that truly counts, at least in my eyes. Divorces, I think are bad, obviously. My mother has been divorced once, married twice. She was with my father, Chris, and then they got divorced. And then my father, Chris, has been married 3 times and divorced twice. He was with my mom, my mother. They got divorced because of reasons. And then he was with my stepmother, and he cheated on my stepmother, and they got like more than once, and they finally got divorced. She finally called it quits, which I'm not trying to bash my dad, but I'm kind of glad that she was done because she has a terrific husband now, and I am proud of her and him, and I wish them both the best of luck. They have been married for a year. It was October 8th. Yay! And yes, and now my father is with my stepmother Kathleen, so I hope they last, and I will hope them and wish them the best of luck. If you are single, you're not in a relationship at all, be happy, embrace it, realize that you might be single now, but you're not going to be single forever, and realize that even though you're not with someone right now, you're free. Like, you don't have to worry about your girlfriend getting mad at you for this, your girlfriend getting mad at you for that, your boyfriend doing these bad things to you, or being jealous. I hate people that are jealous because that's mostly the reason why a relationship ends in the first place. But yes, that's all I have to say at the moment. Oh, also, if you're going through a breakup, realize that it wasn't your fault. It was theirs because they're not capable of being with someone as perfect as you. And the next person will be just as perfect as you or better than the last. And that was a quote by Keegan Kent, one of my biggest inspirations. So yes, people that are going through heartbreaks and are single, realize that there's definitely someone out there for you. And word of advice, stop looking so hard, because 98% of the time, the person that you end up with is standing right there in front of you. You just don't realize it. But that's all for now, guys, and I hope you liked the video. And also, I'm doing, like I said, 2 other videos. One will be on dating tips or advice, requested by a friend of mine. Her name is Megan Keller. And then my next one will be on heartbreaks and breakups. But I wish you guys all good luck if you're in a relationship, and for the people that are single and going through heartbreak, I hope you realize that you guys are all perfect, no matter who you are or what you're going through, and you're never alone. Bye, guys. If you couldn't read that, that says I love you.